welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Eva and I'm doing lifestyle and motherhood videos. As you probably see by the title, if you are new, I am 31 weeks pregnant and I have decided to share the baby's name, so for the future vlogs and sit down videos I can just use the baby name instead of saying baby. But as a gratis, I will give you few names that we strongly considered. I mean, I did at least, but we won't be using for this baby. And then I will reveal the name, a little bit of the story behind the name, why we chose it, and I hope you will like it. For the next videos, I have to mention that now before I forget, I am in the middle of filming the nursery room. It's in progress. There is still so much work to do, guys, so much work, but I slowly start getting into it. But it won't be ready anytime soon, probably not even before the baby comes, because we have to renovate the basement, move my husband downstairs, and then we can like paint and decorate the nursery. But I am not in rush. For the first 3 months the baby will be with me in the room anyway, sleeping in a bassinet, so there is no need for that to rush. But I did slowly start filming and organizing, so I will post it eventually. Kind of wanted to like do today like the closet part because that's gonna be done first, but I feel like there is no point of rushing just to finish something, right? Anyway, that's gonna be next. And I am also planning to film my new stroller review. It's a Cybex. I used to have Appa Baby, so I think it's gonna be interesting for those who don't want Appa Baby or consider Cybex, because it's a very good stroller as far as I know, and very popular in Europe. Anyway, that's next. I know some of you would like to see more day in the life kind of videos, but guys, I don't do anything interesting, like seriously, like organizing the nursery or doing something like that. It's like the only fun part I have during the day. Do you really want to see me like cleaning all the time? I don't think so. So yeah, whenever there is something interesting like cooking or me doing something else than, you know, trying to survive the day, then I will post it. But really slowly, guys. So anyway, there will be more vlogs once the baby comes, I think, because, you know, it's gonna be very challenging and dramatic time for me, so I will post more. But let's go jump right to the names, because that's why are you here today. So I have my book with me. I will start with the names. For the first two names are the names I really liked and really wanted for the baby, and could choose them at any moment. They are not maybe unique. The title will be something like a very unique name I chose for my baby. This one is not as unique, but I still like them, so I will share with them right now. So the first name is my choice, my first choice. I love this name since I saw it, and it means given by dog, given by God. It's a biblical name. For some reason I like biblical name. I am not a religious person, but those names are just appealing to me. They, you know, it's just in Bible here and there, and that name is just so beautiful. It's Nathaniel. But I have a very long second name, and it would be just hard, I think. That's what I think. Long first name and long second name is just so much to write, especially for a boy or a man. But Nathaniel, it's such a beautiful name. I'm just loving it so much. And you can shorten it to Nate, you can shorten it to Nathan, which I also like and don't mind. The boy could choose which version he likes the most. And oh, I also have to say, before I go any further, I am Polish. My family lives in Poland. but I live in Canada, so my priority is to find English name easy to understand for English people to spell and to pronounce. I am not crazy about super unique name, made up names especially, but I don't want them to be in the first 10. So that's what I was looking at, because my daughter is Maya, and recently we went to like a sports and there was 3 other Mayas in the same group, so that's quite a lot, guys. And I don't know, like it's not even in the first 10, but it's popular in my region, I guess. Anyway, I tried to avoid this time and name Nathaniel. It's definitely not on the top of the list, but it's unique, but not too much weird, and the spelling and the pronunciation and the name itself exists in both countries. So Nathaniel was perfect, and I think maybe if I have a second boy, I don't think so, that's it for us, but if you never know, then the name Nathaniel will be next choice. Okay, let's move to the second name we consider. I mean, this one actually I considered only, not my husband. He did not like that. And the name is Asher. Asher is getting really popular right now, or Ashton. I also like that form of the name. And it's also a biblical name. So yeah, again, the short is Ash. My older daughter, she actually loved that name so much, but my husband didn't like it, which was a little bit annoying to me because I like it so much, but I think we both need to like it. So Asher was on my list, but I think if not the name we choose, it will be again Nathaniel. Next one I like, and it's I would say 2 forms of this name. It's Roland or Ronald. I like them both. I don't know why I like that name. You know, we have already 2 kids, and whenever I was pregnant, I was always going through boy names and girl names, and I did like them both. So Roland, we do have a friend named Roland, and he's a happy guy. Anyway, it wouldn't be named after him, but I do know a person named that way, but I would still choose it for my son because I think it's a very cute name. I know one person who named a son Roland in Poland, so it also exists there, and the spelling and the pronunciation, it's basically the same. The next one I would not use for my baby because her name is Maika, and my daughter is Maya, so it's too close, right? But I recently discovered that name, and I think it's super cute. The next 2 names, I will put them on the same kind of level. I do like them, but I don't think so we would never go with those names. The first one is Olivia. It's super popular right now. I know it's in the tops, so that's the main reason why not, but Olivia is a really nice name. I like it. And the next one is Jacob. I have a cousin named Jacob. You spell it a little bit different in Poland, and you pronounce it a little bit different, but it's the same name. Basically, it's okay. I mean, I do like it. It's simple and popular as well. So that's why we wouldn't go with that name and choose something else. Now is the big moment, the name reveal. And let me tell you, I had few sleepless nights over that name because it's not made up name, but there is absolutely no kids name that way. As far as I know, we chose, okay, there is few spellings, and that's always the most confusing. The English, then I would reveal the name. Okay. How to bite that? Okay, let's say there is English spelling of this name that I found first. Okay, no, I will go this way. Scratch it, okay? Let's go again. I will tell you the name in a second. My husband wanted name or son Max, and that's it. So you have a first clue. Let's write down in the comment, what do you think the name is? It is around the name Max. But for some reason, I just don't feel like just Max, okay? So then I'm thinking Maximilian, but that's just so long. Again, we scratched the name Nathaniel because it's too much to write, so why would we name our son Maximilian where there is even longer, okay? It has more letters than Nathaniel. Maximilian. So then we check the internet, what else is there? The next name is there, it's Maxim, okay? M-A-X-I-M. A little bit story here. There used to be a porn magazine called That Way, and that wouldn't stop me from naming our son that way. And there is few maybe Maxims here and there named, especially in Quebec. Sometimes they will add E at the end, Maxime, and I like it, but no, I would name that son Maxime. But I also discovered that this name spelled that way, it's used in Ukraine and Russia, you know, Serbia and some other countries, but not Poland. It's not spelled that way. And I am not Ukrainian, I am not Russian, I am Polish. So why not go and spell the name Maxim? This is the name, guys. And I was a little bit skeptic. I wasn't sure if I should go with the name spelled the Polish way or just leave it the English way. It's very popular in like French speaking Quebec here in Canada. Apparently that's what I hear, that lots of boys used to be Maxime with the E at the end, and that's fine. But I wanted to be maybe a little bit closer home. Name Maxim in Poland, it's super uncommon. In the statistics, it's around on 150, only 150 boys every year gets that name, okay? It's around that number. I checked the statistics for few years back and it was always around that number. 150 boys get name Maxim each year in Poland. So yes, we're gonna go with the Polish spelling because we also have a Polish way of spelling our second name. You know, instead of V, there is W that you read as V. So, you know, all of that just makes sense. Also, my two daughters, it's Alyssa, there is Y, and Maya, there is Y, and Maxine, there is also Y. So we kind of keep that trend, and the boy can choose Max for a short or Maxim for a long. It's not made up, it's a real name. Many people may not like it, but you know, that's what we chose. We tried to choose something that he can be happy with, that match a little boy but also adult man, and I think that fits all the boxes. So that's the name. And the meaning of the name, you know, the greatest, you know, of course for us parents it only matters, right? Not for anyone else, but for us this is our only boy and he's the greatest of all, of course, right? How could be any different? So let me know in the comments if you know, if you maybe also there is group, then this name is Tragedy, you know, spell like the tragedy with like a very weird way, because now people like to add Y where it doesn't belong, Lynn at the end of the names, and they always making laugh of those names. And I did ask them what would be the best spelling. Maxim, M-A-X-Y-M, to make it maybe a little bit more English sound. And also my husband was concerned that Maxim would be shortened to Mac instead of Max, but no, like they told me to go with the Polish, and I think I agree with them. So yeah, that's great. And they mentioned the magazine, but how I you know, tell myself this, when my son is Okay, I remember the magazine. I was a child, so I wasn't reading it. So it would have to be person older than me, let's say 40 years old. When my son is 10 years old, they're not gonna talk about magazine like that to 10 years old. When they are 50, it's creepy. And then when my son is 20 years old and they are 60 years old and they talk about stuff like that, it's just funny, right? You're 60 years old, like, come on. So that's not a concern at all. Who's reading magazines these days? No one. Everything is on the internet. It's forgotten, closed. So here it is, baby Maxim. We are waiting for you. And that's it. So this is video for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye guys.